Hi, it's me. Long time no see. I am in the UK. I have been here for more than a week, but I've slept most of it. I don't know what's going on. You guys haven't seen me in, oh, I don't know, a year maybe? Um, this year's been a tough one. Lots of illness, lots of junk going on, and I have gotten out of practice for making videos. I promised many people that I would make a video of our trip across on the boat, and I have done a very bad job. So I'm going to fill in the blanks as we go along. I'm going to show you the video I do have. Between David and I, hopefully we have enough stuff that you'll be able to see what the boat was like. It was good. We'd both do it again, and I even got seasick in the middle. Yeah, so what you're going to see is New York, which there's only one video and a few pictures. We flew in a day early because a lot of the time I've been held up in Chicago and I didn't want to risk that. So we flew in a day early. We stayed near LaGuardia where we flew in, and then we took a cab into Manhattan, shopped around. I needed hem tape for a dress that I was working on, so we went to the video footage you're going to see of this discounted lace store. And then we had dinner at Grand Central Station. We had the worst bagel of my life from a chain place, and I will never go there again. I'll put that picture in. And then back out to the hotel at LaGuardia for the next day to get on the boat in the afternoon. So we had a chill morning and we slept in and packed up all our stuff and really thought through what needed to go in what suitcase. So I'm going to start and I'll probably talk over this video. So this is the shop the only shop that was open in New York. We kind of went over to the garment district and was hoping to find a trim store. This was the only one open. It's Sunday, not much is open, but they were having a clearance sale. They say it may be one of those perpetuals, but there was all kinds of trims from $5 to $20 a reel. There was a few on the wall that you could get by the yard. Let's just pause for a moment for the worst bagel ever. Um, I ordered a poppy seed bagel. Now, granted, it was a chain place, but I ordered a poppy seed bagel with cream cheese. I got a sesame seed peanut butter and jelly plain bagel, and the bagel was not a fine specimen of bagel. So, I probably shouldn't give you the name of the spot, but just stay away from the chain places near Grand Central Station, okay? So, because we had lunch late, we took those bagels home. Hence, I didn't know that my bagel wasn't what I ordered. So, whatever we got is what we got. I believe David's was what he asked for. I not so much. I ate part of it, and then it was fine. It was disappointing, of course, because bagel, New York. But I survived. Um, we went back to the hotel probably at 7, 8 o'clock and tried to go to bed early because of course we're jet lagged 3 hours already. We've got to get on a boat, and the way the boat works is you lose an hour every day on your way to the UK. We thought that would help with jet lag. I have been sleeping a whole lot, so I don't know. Either I'm like sick and have something going on, or the jet lag didn't work. So I don't know. David thinks it does. It was still fun. So, what you're going to see next is probably a few photos on our pathway to the boat, and then a little bit of the boat. Hello, I'm on the boat. We're getting some water. It was very, very discombobulating. I'm going to have a drink now. So we stayed in Queens because we had a free hotel room and it was convenient next to the airport. But then we got an Uber down here. How much did that cost? $100? $80 to get from Queens to Brooklyn. It took a long time, so he earned his $80. Huh? Oh yeah, and it was what was it, a Escalade or something? Because we have five. Well, technically we have 6 suitcases, one carry-on. Right before we left, I screwed up my ribs because I'm smart like that, and So I couldn't carry my backpack, which is what I would have done, but I couldn't lift it. So I have a carry-on that we've been lugging around. But the line was sort of long. It wasn't that bad. And it was confusing because the person who checked us in, David, used his U.S. passport to buy his tickets, but then that means he needs an ETA, but he has a British passport, which means he doesn't need an ETA, and it was very confusing. But she solved it. They took his passport away, which I like. And I'll fill you that little story in a little bit, because me getting here and why I now have a visitor's visa instead of a spousal visa, we'll find out soon. But we're on the boat. David upgraded our cabin. This is not big at all. It's bigger than it was on the Hurtigruten, though. We have a love seat, and it looks tidy. And we have a cool deck, which I'll take you on a tour in a bit. Right now, though, we have to go down to our muster station so that we can get our training in case something bad happens. But I'll check back in with you. I think we're going to eat something, too, because, it's a ship. You should go eat. They're already pushing the food. All right. I'll come back. Okay, late on the trip. Here's the room where I'm at the door. We got a king-size bed. Now this is an upgrade balcony on the 13th floor or something. I'll fill you in on how this works. Sofa. It's a big room for a ship. A table. Our excess suitcases. Balcony. And I took you out here for some photos, but it's warm out. Even in December. 2 chairs. If it weren't winter, I would totally spend time out here. I'd spend time out here right now, actually. It's beautiful. So we're in the front of the boat, and it rocks quite a bit. There are plugs next to the beds, so I don't know when the review was, and maybe it's because we're in this upgraded room, but these two, this side, I have USB-C A's and plugs, and on the other side, we have plugs, and I don't know if there's some USB A's over there. And then the desk, which we have completely filled with all of our stuff, also plugs. There's a British plug, and an American plug, and another British plug. Closets. Great big closets. There's our life jackets. And closets. 2 drawers each. 2 big closets each. I've just piled my crap in there. But it's been comfy. Plenty big. We're out on the deck. It's cold. They said 30 degrees Fahrenheit-ish is what it's supposed to be when we leave, and it's 27 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. And we are leaving out of the Brooklyn port, and I'm gonna put in video that David took of the skyline and some photos. We have gotten into our room, unpacked, wandered around the ship just a little bit, not a lot, found the coffee shop, we have priorities, had dinner, which was tasty, and yeah, we have a person that sits with us. I don't know how that's gonna go. She's very curmudgeon-y, don't you think? Would you call her curmudgeon-y? Yeah, she's a get off my lawn type. But now we're going to take off, and I assume at some point from our deck, which is warm, it's actually protected, it's quite nice. I thought it was going to be way colder. We're going to see the bridge, I hope, and the Statue of Liberty maybe. I don't know. We'll see. You found him? Well, which one is he on? The U.S. one or a different one?
I don't remember.
We're looking for Homer Simpson.
Are you looking for Homer?
Yeah.
I've lost him again.
Oh, he was on this one though?
No, there he is.
Oh, he's very subtle.
He's
worn away.
Everybody's touching him.
Touched him. He's worn
Yeah,
away.
he's worn away. It's only because we know. So
You found it. Well, we did see the video.
Do you get magical properties from touching it?
Well, I don't know. I'll try.
Yeah, see, they're blessed now.
What would Homer do in this situation? So it's the U.S. bas relief. We have Mexico and Central and South America. We've got Europe, Egypt, and Africa. Excuse me.
Wash the windows.
This way.
Basically,
Thank you very much. Right. It's gonna get it done by tomorrow. Oh my gosh, it's starting a new one. I wish somebody did that.
Another link.
I didn't even see that one. Oh, that one makes my eyes go. You're almost done.
Excuse me.
I've got one at home. It's a Salvador Dali. It's really. Well, that was with the Neptune yesterday. Yeah.
Further. We have further. This is like all the ports they've gone to.
Yeah, Lanzarote.
Oh, is one of them Lanzarote? Is it there?
Right there.
Oh my God, look at that picture. That's hilarious. There's a little computer, modern museum. Oh, look at that. What have I done? I think we have to go up, don't we?
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, this is our elevator.
Yep.
No wind. I don't know if it's the boat. I feel like we missed out now. There might not be another way out. last couple of days on the boat, there was the 19 Roaring Twenties party, where we went again to the Queen's Lounge. So the things that happened in the Queen's Lounge was that it is at the very back of the ship. It's behind the restaurant. It's very hard to find. And tea is served there every day at 3 o'clock, which we managed to finally get to on the last day of our trip. And then ballroom dancing happens in the morning, and in the evenings there are like shows where you get to ballroom dance and there's a band that plays. So we went to the Queen's Lounge 3 times. Once for the red and gold, once for the Roaring Twenties, and once for the tea. What you're going to see in the next segment is those last 2. The Roaring Twenties, I just have a photo of me, and then I have a video of the good dancers. I didn't get David out on the dance floor, but there is something to come out of that because he didn't want to dance, and now I've signed us up for lessons. So next time we go, we will dance. And then you'll get to see it. It'll be next week in January we start those lessons. And then high tea. I don't have video again, but I have photos. We showed up for high tea early because that's what everybody says. We got there a little early. Only the Germans and us were there. But we got a window seat, which we had not gotten the whole time. So that's cool. Best scones ever. In fact, David has made the scones here using that recipe, and they're still awesomely good. So I will put a link to where the cunard scones recipe below, and so that you can link to it and get that recipe yourself. So good. I'll make it one of these days on a video. Well, David will, and I'll video it. Anyway, that's the last 2 days of our trip. I'll come back and tell you about embarking to Southampton and seeing land. I could do this one. Hey, it's dark out. Right behind me is land. But we didn't hit land until like 8:30, I think. 8:30 p.m. I think. You can hardly see me. I'll move inside in just a minute. But I'm going to flip you around and let you see there's equidistant lights along the way, and we think it's the shoreline. Maybe it's lighthouses. We're not positive. But I'll turn you around so you can see it. Oh, look. Can you see the shoreline? No, you can't. So there's these lights that are at the top that are equidistant spaced, and you can't see them because it's too black out. I can show you the water maybe. There. Oh, there's lighting down there. That's the lifeboats beneath us. There are people walking beneath us. It's probably the 7th floor, I think. And then there's the photos I took of that's where they're driving the boat, which is 11th floor, 12th floor maybe, I think. We're on the 13th. So, and it's the top floor. I imagine we could get it up there. All right, I've come back inside so that you can actually see my face. I went and had my hair done. It's very flat and straight, but I like it. It may need a little foofing, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Plymouth is directly across from us. I'm kind of happy to see land, but honestly, I would do this again. Even though on day 3 I threw up. Wasn't pretty. But even though, it's still been fun, and I didn't feel landlocked at all. And in fact, we found a restaurant tonight that we couldn't find for the entire previous 6 days. and it was closed before we found it. So we missed one restaurant. We didn't ever go to the pool area or hot tub area. What else didn't we do, David? We finally had tea today, which was awesome. I wish I'd gone more. David's trying to think of what else we didn't do. We went to all the bars.
We didn't do shuffleboard outside.
Oh yeah, because of the storm in the middle of the trip, we stayed inside. But today I am out wearing a short sleeve shirt on our patio and it is warm. And we went outside today and walked from one end of the ship to the other. The only way, and I wish we'd found this the first day too, is we could go out the door right next to our room and go straight across the deck of the boat and go in the doors at the other end, and we are right in front of the nightly restaurant where we always have dinner, or like right above the second and third floor. So I would do that again. I like this room a whole lot better now, but I didn't find it until today. But definitely the whole thing is worth it, and I really would like to come again next December. Anybody else want to join us? All right, if you've stuck it out, you've got to the last day, December 15th. We docked. I have to take you back to the 14th briefly. So on the 14th, by 6 p.m., we had to have our bags packed and out the door, waiting to be taken down in the belly of the ship, so that when it docked, they could hustle those suitcases off and line them up for us to pick up. We packed all but my carry-on. We put a change of clothes in, obviously, so that we could get up in the morning and get dressed. We got up, and then we had to, like, really quickly get out and get down to sort of wait where we were going to be released. For us, it was I believe, second or third floor, I can't remember. But we went to the coffee shop, and we had a morning cup of coffee, sat around along with other people, and I'm going to put that picture right here of the crowd in the coffee shop. We'd been to the coffee shop several times, mostly alone, but boy, it wasn't alone on the day to get off that ship. And then they called our number. We had like a colored ticket that was on our suitcase. And when they called our color, we got into line, or our color and our number. We got in line and waited to get off the ship. You needed your blipper card to get off the ship. I put mine in my pocket and couldn't find it. So that was a little kerfuffle. We waited in a short line, got off the ship, walked right into this giant warehouse that you can see in the picture David took in the morning. There's like this big building, and it's just like an open, like any shipping warehouse. Nothing fancy, not like it was in New York. You just went in and there were suitcases, but they were protected from the weather, which we didn't get when we dropped our bags off. And then we grabbed our suitcases and got trolleys. They had trolleys, and loaded it up, and I pulled 3, and we went outside, and you can see from the picture from our room the taxi cabs. We got in the line for a taxi cab to go to the car rental place, went to the car rental place like half a mile away. But note to self, the taxi cab driver offered to drive us all the way to David's mom's house in Caerleon, Wales, for the same price that we rented the car for, and it would have saved us a trip to the airport to drop it off. So for the future, it might be worth it just to count on a taxi ride. Or if you want to do that, if you want to come visit. But we got in the car, and I'm going to take you out of this video with sitting in the car. We did get an electric car, which was interesting. Not a keeper, but it was interesting. And headed out of Southampton that has a giant IKEA, because we drove by it. But that's it. That's the end of our trip. And I hope you stuck with it, because it's pretty long. But it was fun. We'll do it again for sure. And maybe I'll give you a better video.